Greetings, viewers. This is King H from Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Welcome to my platform. This is a Pan-African platform. Please like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk about the Southern Cameroon Revolution, the Southern Cameroon War of Revolution against La Republique du Cameroon. As you know, the Southern Cameroon War of Revolution against La Republique du Cameroon has been going on for about 4 years now. But recently I saw a statement uh, from Tapang Ivo Tanko, where he stated that Ambazonia has the most foolish race on earth. They will kill them all before they realize the importance of gun and bullets for defense. They are only good at making noise after a massacre. In this, there's truth to that. But then again, within the 4 years that this revolution has been going on, for at least, I would say, 3 years, money has been raised to support the revolution, to support the fight against La Republique du Cameroon. Money has been raised by the citizens of Southern Cameroonians to support the war on ground zero. Many campaigns to financial campaigns to support the war has been raised. It's been raised by the ADF or AGovc multiple times. They have raised a lot of money. So as the interim government with Sako and Chris Ano, they also have raised a lot of money. Money that they could support the revolution and buy the weapons that the soldiers on ground zero need to fight this war. But a lot of mismanagement and poor leadership and bad leadership, you know, has destroyed the purpose or the aim of raising money, because when huge sum of money are being raised either by ADF or by the interim government of Chris Anu and Sako, money is not being utilized or used where it is supposed to. This is a revolution. This is a war. When you're fighting the war, the most important thing is to support those who are fighting to have the guns and ammunition to sustain the war. But because of a lot of division within Southern Cameroon, it's because many of the groups are out there to compete among themselves instead to compete against the people they are fighting, which is La Republique du Cameroon, which is the government of La Republique du Cameroon. But throw, they instead showing or illustrating a lot of hatred towards each other. So by him making this statement, it's somewhat truth and it's not completely true, because someone like Tapang Ivo Tanko believes wholeheartedly that the only person that could actually um, defeat this war against La Republique du Cameroon is Dr. Uh, Choayaba, which I don't think that is truth. Choayaba cannot win this war by himself. Choayaba cannot defeat La Republique du Cameroon by himself or with just his military groups that he has in ADF or AGovc. This war takes the effort of all fighting Ambazonians or all fighting soldiers from different military camps or groups. It doesn't matter, so long as the fighting is standing against the main enemy that we are fighting, which is the government of La Republic of Cameroon. There are many financial campaigns that have been raised by ADF or by the interim government. Campaigns like My Trip to Boya for the interim government. Campaigns like Changshu Boys, TTOF, .net, and then even with the big rubber guns. And before that, they've had multiple financial campaigns that if those financial campaigns were used for the purpose that they needed the campaign for, or the campaign that they decided to raise the money for, the soldiers would have guns. The soldiers will be well armed to fight La République, will be well armed as much as the soldiers of La République du Cameroon. They will have equally the same amount of guns, fighting power as compared to La République du Cameroon. But why is it like that? It's because people were raising money and abusing the funds and using the funds for something else. ADF or AGovc have raised multiple campaigns to raise enough money to sustain this war. But they too cannot sustain the war because they are also using their money for whatever reason. They don't tell the people what they're using the money for. But it's not only buying guns, because the amount of money that ADF has raised is almost as equal to the amount of money that the interim government also has raised, if not a little bit shorter than that. But the fact is they raised enough money and they didn't use the money for the war. Some guns were bought, but the guns they have is not enough to go around among 14 counties inside Southern Cameroon to defend the people. As a matter of fact, even with the amount of guns that they have raised, the amount of money they have raised to buy guns, the guns are still not enough to fight even just one county. So all that money that they have, AGovc have raised, all the money that the interim government has raised, what have they used it for? They know how to fight among themselves, say they're the one they're going to liberate Southern Cameroon. As a matter of fact, the people who are paying for it are those who are on ground zero, who are dying every day. And solutions to solve this problem is not going nowhere. There are no solutions. People are only coming up with schemes, coming up with ways to make money out of the revolution. ADF as well is making money out of the revolution because the amount of money they have raised is enough to fight this war. The interim government is making money out of this revolution because the amount of money they have raised is enough to sustain this war. But what happened? As the years goes by, they find different schemes, different methods to raise money. If it's not TTOF, it's big rubber guns. If not big rubber gun, it's my trip to buy. If not my trip to buy, as a matter of fact, I think Dr. Choayaba has another scheme that is running to raise more money to sustain the revolution. I mean, it's just become a big scheme. But the reality is that the people in Southern Cameroon are paying for that big scheme. You might say people are making noise because after people have been killed or massacred, what else can they do when institutions that were created to solve the solution cannot solve the solution? To solve this problem cannot solve the solution or cannot give solutions to the problem. People contributed a lot of money to ADF, AGovc, or to the interim government, but two institutions and with the other institution have failed woefully at fighting this war. But they still find ways. There's no organized system inside Southern Cameroon that is consistently fighting La République du Cameroon. The best way to even do this thing was for counties, because the people who are in the counties, they know their counties, for counties to raise their money, buy the guns, and fight within their counties. That would have been even because when a county like Manu is possibly liberated, that is good for Ambazonia. But no, what did Dr. Sako do? He first of all refused county by county, then came out accepted county by county by introducing LJ by ALJ, which was another system to steal money. And the counties, the towns, the cities, the villages inside Southern Cameroon are being destroyed, burned down, villages to villages, towns to towns, cities to cities. It doesn't matter. All over the 14 counties have been destroyed, been demolished. People are dying. And you come and make a statement like, oh, Ambazonia has the most foolish race on earth. Tapang Ivo, you contributed to this foolishness yourself. Because you believe that it's only Dr. Cho Ayaba who can fight and liberate Southern Cameroon. But a war takes a collective team of leadership. If Cho Ayaba cannot sit with the other leaders and discuss a way forward, if Dr. Sako cannot come to the table with the other leaders and find a path forward inside Southern Cameroon, how do you expect for them to sit on the round table and talk to like public about the issue in Southern Cameroon? That's not going to happen. Instead we are fighting among ourselves while trying to fight like public Cameroon. We can never win a war that way because we're not organized. And it's because of our disorganization that we are losing this war. And it's because of our disorganization and disunity that many of our people are dying. And that is why this war is useless. It's not going anywhere. You might not accept, it doesn't matter. That's just my perspective. The war will not go anywhere. Most organized nations have fought wars and lost. Then what about a disorganized nation? Do you think Southern Cameroon has a chance to win? We don't have a chance to win. If we cannot control our nation, military, united against Republic Cameroon, defeating Republic Cameroon, we don't have a chance because even international community are playing politics with Cameroon issue. So our only chance in defeating this war is making sure that we defeat Republic Cameroon, control Southern Cameroon, and make Southern Cameroon go, even if the international community does not accept that Southern Cameroon is a nation, because there are nations that are doing better, like Somaliland. They are not recognized as a nation, but they're acting like a nation. Why? Because they're united. Somaliland within Somalia is an unrecognized state, but it functions as a state. And the only way we can actually do this if we can stand united with our leaders and our people and fighting through our counties. County militia. Fuck this shit about LGA and shit. Because they're only there to suck money. They're only there to use the money stupidly while the citizens on ground zero are dying day in and day out. You don't see there's no way forward with this disorganized leadership. No way forward. Southern Cameroon would not win this war. But there will be a lot of casualties, people dying continuously. It's not going to stop until the leaders try to come together and the people stand together for the common purpose that would benefit all the people of Southern Cameroon. Without which, shit, fuck this war. This is King H. I'm out.